to the UCLA Bruins. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it.
He's got him this time. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
What the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route, he got his head around, he just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Brown has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Tyson. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man to the left. You find a defender that you believe your man can beat, and the fade is really effective.
Yeah, you pick on him, right, Reese? You find the guy that you know that my guy can win. Even if I don't throw a great throw, you found your matchup. Execution was perfect.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the Bruins are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. And that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Looking to pass. It's Iyamaleava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Makes his man miss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and still on his feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Bruin! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
And the Sun Devils will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Rushes on him. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Floating away. He turns it loose to the left. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Bears the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8th clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Back to pass on second down. Wide open downfield.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
Looking to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And back to the air on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, I like trick plays. I just don't love dialing up the reverse on third down, though, because if the defense doesn't bite, and they're already expecting pass anyway, a lot of guys have their eyes on the QB. They're just following the football in zone coverage, and they use their speed, rally to him, make a tackle, and now set up fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going deep. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Calls it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. Even better, getting him on the ground.
Wants to go up top. He's going to take off. Unleashes one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires left. It's complete. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that fourth down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Tyson. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Arizona State.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Lets it fly.
up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's McClain. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Snags it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give from the gun. Jukes his way for more. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Fakes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking for room, it's Thomas. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play called by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll run it on third and goal. Nowhere for him to run again, and now fourth down is going to be a tough one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, UCLA.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Forced out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run.